Good morning, friends. Today, let us see the business news of today, that is on 21st, 20th July. So, we will take one business newspaper, in this case, no, Business Standard. So, we'll see what are the businesses are shaping up. So, I would request the learners to note down important points from the newspapers and try to collate so that they will form a source of understanding, insight, and interconnections which we don't see at first reading. So once you go on collating all these points, it will be uh, give you give us a very good insight. Now, for today, if we see, this is a Tuesday, 20th of July. So, what the Business Standard is reporting, the first is the markets yesterday. So, what happened to the markets on Monday is almost like 1.5% down. So, Nifty is at 15,752, down by around 171 points. So, there is around 1.5% markets are down. Of course, US markets overnight also reacted to around 2%. So, this is the market movement. And one of the naive questions are inexperienced people will ask why the market is down. The question of why in the markets is not relevant. So, market doesn't give us reasons why it has gone down or gone up. So you have to see. So this is not useful for any prediction. It is only a description. So you have to take as it is and try to formulate your hypothesis. So market is like you form some hypothesis and see whether the market is rejecting or accepting that. So that way you have to manage the risk only in the markets. You can't dictate the markets. You can't uh, expect the markets to follow your opinion. That is number one point. Number two is another news item of SEBI and DRI, Department of Revenue Intelligence, is, is investigating some Adani companies. So there is some investigation going on, and I think this is also one of the reasons all Adani Group companies have fallen around 3 to 5%, and how it is doing. So some of these things is that when there is a huge growth in the companies, when there is a huge political support, or within a short span of time they are expanding hugely, this type of controversies will come up. Like what we have seen in 1980s, there's a lot of investigations, insider trading cases, and FERA violations at the time by Reliance Group. So I think it is not much of an issue as newspapers make it out to be. So that way, I think that is one point where, because the growth of a company itself adds a positive momentum, so that some of the things, what I try to teach in corporate finance is that the stock price itself acts as a currency. The stock price itself acts as a huge positive momentum, because with the increased stock price they can go to mergers and acquisitions, they can pay for acquisitions by shares exchange. So it acts as a huge reserves or currency for them. So that way there is a reflexivity when stock price is going up, and they catch momentum and move ahead. And another point here, another news item we have is, of course, this the and Sensex falls most since April 30. Some of these journalistic things, they want a sort of entertainment. These are all, what is this arbitrary dates and is fallen this and fallen that. I don't think it is any predictive significance, predictive value for that, except just hyping up and thinking that they are making it that they are important. And then another important news item: National Company Law Appellate Tribunal stays Vedanta's takeover of Videocon. So this is how this is Vedanta Group has taken over Videocon, and there is that how there is a 95% haircut. So they have paid only 5% of the value, and they're trying to take over this. That is how there's another news item is there. And one more significant is air traffic grows 47% in June. So air traffic, that is some sort of a revenge travel is being witnessed in India, all over the world, I think, because people are flying heavily. They are booking resorts, and there is a lot of rush towards the hill resorts and all these things. People want to travel more because they are stuck up due to this lockdown. So this adds as a boost to the economy. Now we are seeing a lot of huge GST collections are also heavily going up. So that way, there is a pent up demand, and due to these lockdowns, and we it's sure that there will be huge consumption. And also the related item is there that retail sales are at 50% of pre-COVID levels. So all it is going up, and corporate results are also a reflection of that. See how construction activity is going up. You see, ACC June quarter net profit up twofold. So these quarterly results are also, and there is another news item that small town business is improving heavily, and some corporate results are coming up because this financial year is closed by March 31st. So you are getting the results. And some other important thing that is there is a lot of investments in educational technology, edtech companies. So here, the Simply Learn company has been invested by Blackstone's $250 million. They have acquired a controlling stake. So what do you mean by controlling stake? Is more than 51%. So I think that this is how this valuation is a lot of interest in the edtech companies. We have seen this Byju's, Akash, and Upgrad. All these things are being heavily invested. So this is how this Simply Learn company is being funded by Blackstone. And some other news items, excise collections on petrol and diesel jump 88% to 3.4 trillion rupees. So because of huge excise duty, um, so if you see excise duty on petrol, was increased from 20 rupees to 33 rupees. So the huge excise collections are there. And that is a controversial issue, but the people debate whether we have to whether such excise is justified or not. So some of the, and in we'll see other news items. Some of the Indian bank profits jumped 22%. I think most of the recoveries they are able to recover by this debt recovery tribunal and also decreasing their expenses. Now you can see here and a lot of items because you can see that every day there won't be significant news. That's why some days will be hugely eventful. Some days there may not be much news. So it is like what we call black swan events. Black swan events happen. So when they happen, black swan event has three properties. It has low probability, high impact, and easily explainable after the fact, after the event. So that way, some days you'll have huge. And one of the important thing is Robin Hood seeks $35 billion valuation in mega offering. Robin Hood is a stockbroker that is seeking valuation of that means it's something like Zerodha. Is seeking a valuation of $35 billion in its IPO just because it is a free trading app. Okay, so that way um, this is they filed IPO document to US Stock Exchange Securities Exchange Commission. So Securities Exchange Commission is like SEBI, see in India. So it is a valuation in the range of 13 to 40 billions. So that is how this valuation is very huge. $35 billion means 1 billion is 1,000 crores. So 35,000 crores US dollars multiplied by 70. So how much it will be? Something like 23 lakh crores. That is the valuation of a free trading app. Of course, there is no free lunch in economics, but how they manage to offer free their services, that is a big controversy. They say that they are selling their order book to other hedge funds and all. So that's where they make money. We have to. That is all. Comes into deeper investigation or deeper analysis. And people are again irrational exuberance over Zomato. So these kind of IPOs, I think it is Zomato reminds people of Reliance Power. So people may remember what happened after Reliance Power IPO. So there is something like almost 40 times over subscription. This all you have to see, inquire, reflect, because that mania, when the mania is there, people are not aware. So mania, panics and crashes. There is an excellent book, Manias, Panics and Crashes. How people get over this mania by seeing like what we see. Suppose everybody goes after this aquaculture or prawn farming. What happens, So this is how various news items are there. And yesterday also there is a lot of movements because HDFC Bank results have gone down. So hitting Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty is the second most popular index after Nifty. There is huge trading in this Bank Nifty index. So Bank Nifty is an index which is composed of banks. It's a sectoral index. So some news item is there on the algo trading. So algo trading is where you give a computer program, and the computer will place orders on your behalf by taking your logic. The computer will access the order book, and it will fire orders. So normally this is very uh, becoming popular. So almost 50 to 60% are becoming algo trades. So this is how the news items are there. How are the business scenarios are developing, and how the economy is reacting. All these things are there. So what I mean to say is that we should be able to link our concepts to what is happening in the. So what is step by step we can generate our understanding, insight, wisdom, and see the interrelations, correlations, causations in this news items. So thank you very much. We'll take account of the business news again tomorrow. Thank you.